3, 2, 1.
No.
We got the Chinese food. Let's
so
go. Welcome to my channel. Never thought I would be saying this, but here we are. Why don't we just give it a crack, yeah?
So excited, mainly because we're hungry.
Welcome to my mukbang. Feet, my most favourite person in the world. Tessa Boner. Some chicken prawn wonton. We've got beef and black bean.
Yeah, have to go with special fried rice, have to.
Chicken noodles.
Hokkien noodles.
Opted for the fork. Tessa's doing chopsticks. Can't use chopsticks, okay? Ooh.
Oh my god.
Slapped. Start off by addressing the most beautiful thing in this room. Tessa and I in Italy, and it's our most favourite photo because the photographer caught us diving off this boat and we got it printed out. How stunning. It looks like a Pinterest photo.
That was in Positano.
I basically thought, what better way than to start off a YouTube channel getting to know me, but most importantly, the most important person in my life, who I'm always with 24/7. So we're gonna answer some questions that you guys wanted to know.
Let's get to know us, babes.
Alright, first question is, how did you know you liked girls? I didn't exactly know I liked girls. I could always appreciate a woman's beauty, and I think girls are more impressive, would you say? Like, nicer to look at. Like, I'll see a girl walking on the street and be like, oh my god, I love her vibe, I love her fashion, I love that dress she's wearing.
Full context for the question as well is that Phoebe and I, prior to each other, were straight, dating men.
Straighty 180 vibes.
Yeah, very much on the dick train at the time.
Nick Minute.
Hindsight, you know. Thinking back, you're like, wow, I was such a lesbian. But in the moment, you really don't think you are.
Nah.
Kind of just ignore it and block it out. But there's still definitely signs. If I was ever watching a movie and there was two girls kissing, I'd be like, you've got my attention.
I didn't realise that fascination was deeper until I met Tessa. And then I was like, oh, okay, you're right. Is that what happens, is it? Yeah, so it wasn't until I met Tessa that I actively wanted to do something about it, which made me know. Like, no. I think, like, in your head, you're always just like, well, I'm going to end up with a guy. Even if I experiment or get with a girl, like, I'm going to be with a guy. Until you meet the one, and she happens to have a vagina, and then you're like, oh, shit. Yeah, you might fantasize about it, think it's hot.
Have your fun and go back to men, because that's what you're meant to do.
And we realise that's not what we're meant to do, because we thrive being with each other.
Oh, I'm the happiest I've ever been. The most myself I've ever been. You've got that natural curiosity, or you think you're a bit drawn to, like, oh, there's two girls there, or like you just know. You're probably a little bit gay, that's fine. I think everyone is a little bit. Until you meet your person, I don't think you really fully want to pursue it. It just feels like the only, like, there's no other option for me now that I've met Phoebe. Like, I can't. She's the love of my life, for sure.
How did your Instagram take off? Now, basically, I've always loved getting photos, taking photos, wearing cool clothes. Like, I've loved fashion. Obviously, in COVID, we all got a bit bored, so I started TikTok, made a few videos, got a bit of traction, nothing deep, but, you know, I was having fun with it. And Instagram, same thing, having fun with it. Kind of always had like a carefree attitude, not really giving a shit about what I post and what people think of me. I just like post what I want, post what I like, and I guess it kind of just grew from there. I just balls to the wall it. When I met Tessa, we were posting a lot together. We then went on a huge Europe holiday, 1 month. Then it like really took off. We were posting like epic Europe content. We had the best.
And the funny thing was, we were just genuinely having the most fun.
Yeah, obviously adding on to the fact that we were together and people had some sort of fascination with two girls being together. So it kind of just came hand in hand, and then it really like took off more.
The best part is she was just posting for fun. Didn't think much of it, and then yeah, got a little bit of traction from that.
I still post for fun, still post what I like, I wear what I like, I'm with who I like. How do you have abs? What exercises are you doing? I don't think I have abs anymore, guys.
Why does every bitch say that? I don't, oh my god, stop it.
I'm not gonna lie, every time I tense for a photo, I get a hernia.
Worth it for the shot, she always looks fire.
It's worth me not breathing for 4 seconds. Part of it is genetics. The other part of it is that I grew up being a gymnast.
Yeah.
It's a lot of muscle memory. So the minute I start working out again, it kind of comes back. Because I have grown up like training 30 hours a week, strength training, flips and shit, flipping out. I really don't actively try, and I hate to be that bitch that says that, because I'd love to be like, do this, this and this. You're not gonna get it from me, I'm sorry. We've just started going to Pilates. I'm definitely all for, I would rather eat what I want and then train harder, rather than like restricting food or trying to eat like super healthy, because that's just not enjoyable for me. And I'm very passionate about food. So eat what you want and work hard to work it off.
Food is,
even though I don't do that. But
food is life.
Yeah, food is absolute life. Who was the first one to make the first spicy move in bed? This gal.
She's a spicy little bitch, I tell you now. She locked eyes on me and I couldn't run if I tried.
I'm faster than her.
Phoebe definitely made the move and it was a good move.
Are you both still attracted to guys? We get this question a lot.
We obviously were previously with guys. We can appreciate a good looking guy. But when you meet the love of your life, and doesn't matter if you're gay, straight, doesn't matter what you are, once you find someone that you're truly in love with, I just feel like you do not find anyone else sexually attractive anymore.
We've got eyes, we know who we think is attractive. That's as far as it goes.
Yeah,
we're in love.
There's no pull, there's no sexual attraction there.
When did you know you were first attracted to each other? Was it from friendship? Unfortunately, we had no friendship.
We were never friends before we got together.
We really weren't.
We basically got together from the get-go. Very much a sexual attraction.
There was always sexual chemistry. I knew she was like trying out the whole girl thing, and I wasn't. Then knowing that made me like a little switch at the back of my head that was a bit curious. Was like, ding! She was a perfect one. All of the above for me that I would go for any girls. Winner. I love you.
I love you more.
Do you guys plan on having any kids in the future? 3, 2, 1.
No.
Kids are not for us. We both have different reasons.
That's sex in my mouth.
When we were with guys, we just assumed that kids would be the next step in the future.
Yeah.
When we kind of found each other, we were like, do we actually want kids? Obviously we can't naturally conceive.
We actually want that, and then that was the best question I think we've ever like sat and thought about, because we both were so happy to say no.
Basically, I'm not very maternal. I don't mind looking after a kid for 5 minutes and then go back to your mother.
Yeah.
GTFO. To put it simple, I am selfish.
She's a self-aware queen.
I've come to realise that I would rather spend my money on us and travel forever, no kids, and 12 dogs.
I've got nephews, they're the cutest things in the world, we love them. I actually think that if I had kids, I would lose myself entirely, lose anything and everything else that's going on in my life, because I would give my whole life.
She would have no life.
I'd watch the baby sleep to make sure it's breathing, like I'm that bitch. So I just think it's best. It's just too much for me.
And honestly, every parent just look exhausted, miserable. It breaks my heart.
But do you know what's funny as well for Phoebe and I? We've both had such good relationships with our parents.
Yeah, I've moved out and I didn't meet Tessa. Our parents are the best. Like, they parented.
They're too good at it. Like, honestly, they've killed it. I won't meet their standard.
There's a lot of pressure. Have you ever had any surgery? You've had a few. Do we want to start with you?
I've had like way too many for like my preference. My tonsils out, my appendix out, septoplasty, so through my nose, moles removed, wisdom teeth.
Oh god, that's reminding me of mine.
Phoebe had her wisdom teeth out. First like 3 months of us being together,
it was off. I looked like shit and she still wanted to bang me. Okay.
You're hot no matter what, baby.
Oh yeah, looking like a chipmunk. I've had surgery on my foot because I broke my foot when I was doing gymnastics when I was about 12 or 13.
As an athlete out here, people always think that Phoebe's had her tits done, which I find really funny because her tits are that great. But yeah, real.
And my wisdom teeth, as we just spoke about. Was your ex offended when you changed to women? Ask our exes.
No matter who we were going to get with after our exes, they were probably always going to have an opinion about it.
Boy or girl, it wouldn't have mattered, right?
We just made it a bit extra spicy for them, I think. But they've eventually learnt to love it.
Are you joking me?
Maybe. At the start, it was more of a shock. Now they've gotten used to it.
Oh, it's a shock to anyone, let alone someone who's to date.
Shout out to the exes.
You win some, you do some. We love yous.
We love yous.
Stay cute. You guys go to uni or TAFE? No, I did not. I'm just not cut out for that shit.
I did.
My smart girlfriend, on the other hand, gets a 97 ATAR. I think she's Einstein.
I went to Monash, did a Bachelor of Business, and I majored in Management and Economics.
Oh no, she's a smart cookie. Who was the first to admit to have feelings for the other, and was it mutual from the start? I was the first to admit it. I think the second time we met, I messaged her the next day being like, what have you done to me?
I seriously did. I remember it coming up on my screen and I was like,
what is this bitch on about?
Like, wasn't this shit meant to be straight? Like, I was so confused. But I knew we had a vibe. We had a connection.
It was like, you know, she felt something back.
I felt something back. Don't worry about that. Very mutual, very early on.
Yeah.
Phoebe definitely just had her eye on the prize a lot sooner, which I love because I love a girl that knows what she wants.
Are you girls going to Europe this year? Yeah! I know!
We're G'd. I don't know if you've done. We did our first Europe trip together last year.
Hates Europe. It's going to be bigger, it's going to be better. We're going for twice as long. We'll be revisiting Italy and Greece and adding in Spain, maybe Amsterdam,
maybe France. We'll just see how we go.
We're going to see how we go. We're definitely winging it this year because we will be just chilling at the beach house in Italy. Europe for 2 months. Our return flight is penciled in at the minute, so we might stay for longer and live in Italy.
Might get the rubber out.
What?
The rubber for the pencil.
Rubber. You've been talking about is the rubber for the pencil, yeah? Someone said I've recently come out as lesbian and I'm in my first relationship. How do you cope with them wanting to keep you a secret?
Oh,
I was in the closet and actually was keeping this whole situation under wraps. I don't know if you can relate. Tessa was out to her whole fam and all her friends knew, whereas mine didn't. My family didn't know, my friends didn't know, and Tessa was my friend.
Even though we were never friends.
I'm hanging out with this girl all the time, posting her on my socials. All of a sudden we go to Europe together for a month. It came out eventually and people started clicking on, but I just didn't want to have to do a whole big song and dance about it. Like, I was just like, you can see what I'm getting up to. Like, assume what you want to assume and I can confirm or deny.
Coming from the person who she was hiding. When we started to get together, because we both didn't see it coming, I wasn't really that hard on her to be like, how do you not know and how can you not tell people?
Yeah.
But I think I made it clear to her how I felt about her. She made it clear to me how she felt. And I just said to her, look, it's obviously going to be easier and we get to enjoy more once you do tell people.
Yeah.
But I said, whenever you get to that stage, it's up to you.
Yeah,
like,
she didn't basically put any pressure on me. Like, I just want everyone to know already, but I just hated the whole coming out thing and like having to actually tell people like, ew, it's so cringe. Like, why do I need to tell you? I just want to like be like, I'm dating this bitch.
As long as I know that she loves me, was in it. She's super respectful. Like, I knew when she was going out, like, she was respecting us. I think that was probably the hardest part though, is that so we'd go out and people would still be obviously hitting on her or me.
But in saying that, we get that now and everyone knows and people still hit on us. So it would be hard being like a secret and being hidden as such. I guess you just gotta let them do it on their own.
And like, what's their reason for doing it as well? Like, because some people are under a lot of pressure with their families. We were fortunate, even though you were just shitting yourself.
Oh, I was shitting my ducks, but
Parents are amazing, so I can imagine other people have other pressures. Like, it might not be easy.
No,
it's just not
it
for
wouldn't be
everyone
that easy
to be able to do. As long as you know within your relationship, I think you need to ask yourself why you need other people to know. Validate it, or is it just to enjoy more together? Because I understand the enjoying more aspect, because we got to do that more.
Would you two consider inviting someone else in the bedroom? No! Thank you so much for watching. We love and appreciate you guys so much. Hope you guys got to learn a bit more about us. You guys have just opened up a can of worms. Like and subscribe. No. Stop watching.